Have you heard of Lost Silver, where someone, let's call him Steve, had an itch to play Pokemon Silver, goes out of their way to buy a cheap used copy to then realize that something is off with the game. First, the Game Freak logo freezes constantly, but once it goes through, there's no main menu. The game puts you in gameplay immediately. Well, he didn't mind it because he wanted to see the save file that the previous owner had anyways. He pauses the game and sees that the save file has 1000 hours, max money, and has all the Pokemons captured. At first, Steve thought it was either a hacked game or a save file from a very hardcore player. His curiosity continued and he checked the party, finding out that it was composed with 5 unknowns, spelling leave, and 1 Cyndaquil named Hurry. After satiating his curiosity, Steve goes back into the game to then realize he is in the Bellsprout Tower. No NPCs around. The tower was completely empty. He wandered around and found no Pokemon, but what he did find was a ladder that led into a dark room. When he was checking his Pokemon, he learned that Cyndaquil had the ability Flash, which would help illuminate the room, and to his shock, the room was tainted in a blood-like red on top of a gray linear path. Moving south, Steve comes across a sign saying, "Turn back now," which right after, a reply was asked of him to say yes or no. Steve, confused, picked the yes answer, which transitioned him to the next floor. Another black room, but this time, he can't use Flash from Cyndaquil as it shows that he has fainted. With that, his team changed again with different unknown Pokemon spelling he died. Checking his profile, his character now has no harms, and the further he went down the tower, the worse he got, losing his legs, his eyes starting to bleed, and his entire sprite being white. There's more to this infamous creepypasta, but sadly the script is already long as it is for a short format video, but I recommended checking it out if you haven't heard of it already. Do you remember Lost Silver? What other creepy Pokemon creepypastas do you know? Let me know in the comments, but for now, follow for more content like this.